everybody. So we've got a race day vlog for you guys today coming from Red Brush RC, and what we are really excited about with Red Brush is this is where our Future Stars of RC race is going to be on September 24th. So we really hope everybody on the East Coast especially can save that date for the Future Stars of RC race. It's really a race to help promote new people in the hobby, but we've got some drone footage and some other different kind of shots to show you today to give you an idea of what the facility is like. So for practice, I just came back from practice and my car was pretty good, but the track is actually getting to be pretty high grip. Travis did put some sugar down and has been watering throughout the week, and so I felt like even though the track was a little bit dusty during practice, there was a decent amount of grip. So one thing that I am going to change before the first qualifier is I'm going to go to my 8-hole shock package. So I'm actually going to change my shocks. I'm going to take the 5 holes off, and I'm going to put 8-hole 1-2s in the front and 8-hole 1-3s in the rear. I'm not going to change my springs. I'm going to stick with the same springs. I've got blues on the front and blues on the rear. I'll just reset my ride height before I go out for qualifying one. But all in all, the car felt great. In practice, I was on S4 slide locks, and I was super happy with where the car was, just trying to anticipate how the track is going to change before we go out and run the first qualifier. So we'll check back in after Q1. For qualifier 1 in e-buggy, I decided to get the race like a girl car going so that Dave and I could both run e-buggy. We typically only have one e-buggy, but our race like a girl car, we do save for people at a race who maybe want to try racing, who haven't tried racing before, especially if it's someone like a girlfriend or a wife, just to try to get them into racing. But we got both cars going so we could both run e-buggy today, and unfortunately I had some transponder issues for the first round, so I'm really not sure how my first round of e-buggy went. I was just trying to get some laps in once I realized I did have some transponder issues. But for nitro buggy, the car was even better than practice. I loved the 8-hole 1-2, 8-hole 1-3 change. I really felt like I had some speed in the car, and honestly, I was up there fighting for a TQ run. So Josh Hollifield put TQ run down in the first heat of Pro Nitro Buggy, and the second heat of Pro Nitro Buggy, we were swapping back and forth between Dave, Don Elliott, and I, and at one point I did have the TQ for quite a few laps. I struggled to kind of get through traffic, which set me back a little bit, and then I wanted to make sure that I finished off in a good run even if I didn't have a TQ run. So I was 4th overall for the round, but I was only 2 seconds behind Don Elliott, who was right in front of me, and all of us were within like an 8-second range. So the fact that I got 13 laps and was able to compete with people like Dave and Don and Josh Hollifield was an amazing feeling for qualifying 1. So we'll see if we can keep that going for qualifier 2. No changes to the car. I just might consider a harder tire than the S3 slide locks that I was running. All right, so the second qualifier went pretty good as well. I improved my 13 lap time and still got a 13 lap run. Unfortunately, I didn't gain any positions, even though I was still in a pretty competitive range with the guys in front of me. So in Nitro Buggy, I would have started 4th in the main. Unfortunately, we are in a rain out situation right now, so we aren't able to run the mains. And in E-Buggy, even though I switched the transponder, I never got my E-Buggy transponder issues figured out, so I'm not sure where I would have ended up in Pro E-Buggy either. Maybe with my speed and lap times, a top 5 finish would have probably been possible. And in Nitro, I definitely would have had a chance at the podium depending on how the mains goes. But even though we've got some rain coming in and pretty much ending our race day, it was a great day of racing at Red Brush. And I'm super happy with the speed that I have in the car right now and to see that I can compete in the pro level club racing class. Check out the rest of our footage from the Red Brush RC race day. So Sierra's one of our novice racers today. She competed in a field of 25 and she made the A main. So Sierra, tell us about your race day.
It seemed okay. The tires were a little off. Logan thinks it would have been better to go on a different one, but it is what it is.
So how did your main go?
I think it did okay, but I could have did better.
To make the A main in a field of 25 though is awesome. So are you guys planning on coming back for the Future Stars of RC race in September?
Yes.
About the elevation compared to other tracks, does it help you, hurt you? Is it challenging?
I think it's challenging, but the more like practice I get, I think I'll do good.
All right, so we're checking in with Sierra here at Alright, so we're at Red Brush. We're with Josh Hollifield, one of the fastest guys in the pro class. TQ'd the first round and was going to start second in the main. I know we got rained out, Josh, but tell us about your day and how you feel like the main was going to go.
It went really good. The track came around pretty fast with traction. Rubber laid down really fast. Travis done an awesome job, prepping the track, getting everything good. We were able to go harder compound by the second qualifier. Don Elliott ended up getting TQ overall. So, but I really wished it wouldn't have rained because it would have definitely made for some very close racing because there was only a couple seconds between the top few. So,
all right. And how about the Future Stars of RC race in September? Is it something you're putting on your calendar?
Yeah, I can put it down.
All right, so you'll see Josh back at the Future Star race in September. Thanks for checking in, Josh. Wish we could have raced you in the main.
Yeah, thank you.